Alright, Shalom. Coming back with another lesson. First, I'm going to start this lesson with calling on power. Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Kakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule while teach well. Sincerely, and Shalom to the hopefully elect across the four corners of the earth. Coming back with another lesson on the topic of, we're not Christians. That's probably what I'm going to call this. We're not Christians. Why are we not Christians? We are. We're believers and we're followers of Yahweh Shah. That's what it means. But, I mean, it depends. I might call that. I might not call that. But that's the topic. Okay, why do you think, why are we so different than your average pastor? Because they're not prophets. They're false prophets. Off the rip, let me skip to the chase. We are Christians, but we're not. We're not like Christianity. Go to church every Sunday. Christians, no. I think it's in Acts, right? Okay. Acts 7:48. Howbeit, the Most High. Okay, the Most High. Which I don't know what IUIC don't really get about that, but it's okay. I mean, they don't really prophesy in the church, so I can't say that. I mean, so there's a lot to care about that. I mean, I guess there's a lot to care about that. But okay, nevertheless, that's not his name though. Most High, Christ, is not his name. Just want to throw that out there. Temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. The Most High, being the Creator, the Most High, the Lord. Okay, the Creator. Okay, God, Yahweh. He don't deal in temples built with hands. Okay, so Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto, okay, but nevertheless, that's why we don't go out and preaching going to church every Sunday. That's why we don't do that. That's why we don't preach that everybody can be saved, because again, we can prove that they're not. That's not true. Therefore, they're false prophets. Okay, that's why we're not Christians. Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord. And that's a lot of our people. A lot of our people don't really know the truth. Some of our people do know the truth and reject it. But a lot of our people, like, basically, like a big Shirley, not Salakia, because if you never know who might be a believer. You got some, Jakes that go to church every Sunday, and they think that, the things that they're telling you in the churches are true, but they're not. So the scriptures say, woe be unto you, okay, because they tell our people that everybody can be saved, and it's kind of like brainwashing, because it's not true. So when they see us, it's like we're crazy, but no, it's always been that way. It's always been that way. That's why that's why the Lord said, when all men shall speak evil of you and remove you from their company, because he said they did that so did their fathers, woe, and it says, woe unto you that when all men speak well of you, so did their fathers to the false prophets. Why? Because that's what everyone wants to hear, because we've always been in captivity. As a people, we never was at rest for real for a long time. We've never been at rest longer than 100 years. Okay, so we've always been in captivity. So you always had a devil ruling over us, because all the heathens are devils. So you're like for an example, nowadays, you got the 501, is it the 501c3 bill? Okay, so our people go into the churches every Sunday, and they get deceived, and then that's the pastor. I mean, that's the sheep of my pasture. At the end of the day, that's the Lord's pasture. Okay, a lot of our people, that's why the scriptures say the false prophets are gonna have their part in the lake of fire, because they gonna have their part in the lake of fire. Because why? Because they deceived the flock. They deceived the flock. They told our people to go in this area, and they told them to go into a hole. Okay, so verse 2, therefore thus says the Lord Yahweh of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away. As I was saying, like, for example, any Israelite, okay, they might believe, but cause the fact that they're being lied to, when they see us, they lose their minds. But the scriptures say, Proverbs 1:21, she cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long? Chief place of concourse just means the chief place. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Okay, how long are you going to be simple? So you got to go out to the highways and byways, and it tells you that throughout the scriptures. So we're not Christians. So woe unto you that tell our people to go into the churches and get the word. Woe unto you, man, that tells, the fact that, everybody can be saved, okay? Woe unto you, man, okay? Matthew 10:6, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Matthew 15:24, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's the Lord saying that. It was the Lord, a woman of Canaan, okay? And it was speaking about Yahushua right here, 21. Then Yahushua went thence and departed, and then it was this woman that was saying that, and then that's what he answered and said, he's only for the Israelites. Okay, so woe unto you pastors, man, that preach our people the wrong thing, man. Okay, the Christianity pastors. Verse 3, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. Okay, so like it, ye have scattered my, it says, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Yeah, okay, you have driven them away, man. You've driven them away from the truth. Okay, a lot of our people. And you got some big jumbo churches, okay, with all our people just getting deceived, and you just taking their money. And that's what it's about. That's what it was about. That's what it's always been about. It's always been about money. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Our people have always, lied, and hurted each other, for vain reasons. And they don't visit them. They don't try to reform them and tell them, like, hey, man, the things these guys are saying, technically speaking, even Nate sometimes, he's better than the average Christianity pastor. Why? Because he at least tells you that you are chosen. He ain't telling you, just grow your seed, sister. Everything gonna be all right. That's just a clown shit. The Lord is not. What is that? Where does that come from? Where does that even come from? Like, even in Exodus, the Lord, when they always kind of numbered, our people, the Lord always, in the first 5 books, there's no way you can get around it. The Lord has a chosen people. In the first 5 books, there's no way around it. So woe unto you, man, and you haven't visited them. You had no mercy on them to tell them any form of the truth. Our people don't know. Okay. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. Verse 4, and I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord. And that's what the Lord has done for us, perhaps. Because at one point I did believe in Christianity, but hey, the Lord opened my, he sent me, and I ended up finding the truth, and the Lord had it to where, I ended up believing, you know what I'm saying? And he ended up feeding, the Lord sent his prophets to feed me, and I ended up, learning and understanding, and that's the likewise what we have to do with others, man. And so the Lord, he sends out his prophets. That's why we give double honors, because they taught us his truth, and they taught well, and we know the truth now, and we're fed, and we full, man. We know the understanding, and we know we're in captivity. We know the end is coming. We know Yahushua is on his way to deliver us. Verse 5, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, saith the Lord, that I will raise, I think I'm on to verse 22. Verse 21, I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way, and from the evil of their doings. I have not sent these prophets. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The Lord didn't send. He didn't send them. Okay, he didn't speak to them. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my word people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil doing. And what does that make you a prophet? It means you sent forth. The Lord, he chose you to wake up his people. Remember Ezekiel? When he was telling them to eat the roll. Okay, it was an angel. Like, it was just random. He just chose Ezekiel. Jeremiah. He formed Jeremiah in the belly. He just did. He chose him. He chose all his men. He chose all, those, he literally, Jacob, he said, mine chosen. Israel, my elect. The Lord always chose the fucking devil, okay? And these pastors, they're lying to you, man. The Lord always had favorites. Okay? And it's going to make you a prophet, but when you lie and deceive our people, the Lord didn't send you. Verse 23, am I not a God at hand, saith the Lord, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith the Lord? Do I not fill heaven and earth, saith the Lord? Okay, so the Lord hear all this stuff, and he see everything that you're doing, and he's going to destroy you for it. Verse 27, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams which they tell, every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. Okay, and that is what it is, man. Hey, you telling our people to forget the Lord's name, man. So woe to the false prophets, as it says in the first verse, man. The false prophets, those who lie to you, okay, and tell you false things, okay. False prophets, and the beast was taken out. False prophets, and I saw the and the beast saying okay, Revelations 20:10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are. Okay. And I'm gonna get verse chapter 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him, that's that. Well, no. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them, that he had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. Okay, the false prophet. I think it's talking about Babylon. But hold on, give me a second. Yeah, that's a lot. That's talking about. He says in the false prophets. Okay, and the devil was in the false prophets. Okay, no, I think you're all liars. Beast and the hold on, sorry, they're late. Dang, what the world? This must be not the. Okay, all liars. It's a lot here, you know what I'm saying? They're just messing with me. I was in the wrong version. False prophets. Okay, here we go. False prophets. Hold on. Well, shoot, this is an example right here. Honestly, Revelations 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, which burneth with the fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And they're liars. They're liars. because they know the truth. Because you can't be if you a Christian pastor, a bishop, whatever, according to what they say, there's no way you can possibly know the script. There's no way that you can't know. You know, I mean, there's no way that you can't know. Because if you know the Lord, if you know anything about the description of the Lord, if you know what He was for, His whole image, even in Matthew 1:20, it said He shall save His people from their sins. So it's like you're a liar. So that's why it says, "Woe unto you." 20, 27 again. 28. The prophet that have a dream, let him tell a dream, and he that have my word, let him speak my word faithfully. So yeah, that's all I wanted, man. Verse 31, Salaki. Behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that use their tongues, and saith He, behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies and by their likeness. And that's what, that's like Martin Luther King, saying they have dreams and, everybody's going to get along, but the Lord didn't plan for that. He's against that. That's why He killed him through the Spirit. He killeth, He makes alive, He wounds, He heals, He do all these things. Okay, so you cause my people to err by their lies. By your lies, by their lies, by your lies. Okay, like MLK was saying that, but an example for the average Christianity pastor, man, okay? Nor commanded them. Therefore, they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord. Okay, they're not going to profit our people. So, we're not Christians. That's why we don't come and give you that doctrine. We're not Christians. They shall not, nor commanded them. Therefore, they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord. Okay, and you're not going to be profited for that. They're not going to profit our people by telling them lies. So, again, we're not Christians. We ain't no dream. Ain't no dream. If I had a dream, that's why I said, if any man come out with this gospel, let him be accursed. If any man comes saying I have a dream, if I say I got a dream, you curse me, man. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it's only one way, and it's the Lord's counsel. And everybody ain't going to be saved. Okay? You got to prophesy in a certain environment. Okay? And you got to preach the right gospel. And you got to preach it to the right people. So with that, Lord's willing, this Lord's edifying. We're not Christians, but we are Christians because we're believers in Yahweh Shah. That's His name, who is a so-called black man. With that, I want to say, Shalom.